Good morning, everybody. This is Mookie, joined here with Darth Beaver and Dale. Got another episode of Damage Control. And we're going to go ahead and do our usual dance that we do every Sunday mornings. Going to break down our gameplay from last week. Take a look at the blog post, take a look at Benny Westside's infographic and see what's going on the horizon. And, just kind of give our thoughts and opinions about everything and just touch base with each other in regards to just how we're all doing, in the game, still having fun. You know what's funny about this, Darth and Dale? Sometimes I always feel like asking every week. And this is me getting back into work where I'm like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel with your energy, or what kind of satisfaction do you have with the game? And I may start doing that just for funsies. But anyways, but yeah, let's introduce. What's up, Darth? How are you doing? Good morning. And Dale, how are you doing, buddy?
Morning, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, let me drop the music a little bit here. And make sure I get all my screens ready. But yeah, before, I jump into it, it was funny. I was, I don't know, I like kind of recapping my weekends with you guys, but I went to the rodeo. Have you done any rodeo events, Darth?
A couple. In the part of California I live in, we have PBR once a year and a bull and gelding sale. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. How about you? Have you done any, Dale?
I don't think we have any here in Maryland.
You don't got no Baltimore rodeo?
I know you don't have it. Y'all don't have the bulls running down the street and do it all like Spain. But nah, it was funny because I have a picture. Or maybe I'll share it later on the second part of the show because I don't have everything ready. I got real kind of slow with stuff. But there's one of the rides. I don't know if this hits up on your area, Darth. But have you heard of mutton busting?
Yeah, that's where they put the kids on the sheep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Dude, that's a wild deal. I don't know as a parent if I had the balls to do that, but if I lived in a farm and stuff like that and they're around it every day, maybe.
Some of those kids are wild too. Like those kids are more wild than the sheep.
Yeah, dude. So I guess the age. So to give it to you, have you heard of this, Dell?
No, never heard of that.
Okay, maybe I need to show the video of it, but I'm sure I can find it in between shows. But because it's hilarious. Basically, it's these little kids. They range between 4 to 6 years old. I think that's like the window for them to join the event. And the event is where they jump on the back of a sheep, and they gotta like just hang on to it for dear life. They're just hanging on top, and they get the sheep out of the gates, and then it just runs out there to that open sand, pit or whatever out there to the arena. And then just seeing how long they can hang on to it and to get points off of it. The longer, and I guess, and how efficient they're holding on to it, I guess, to get some type of score from the judges. And it just looks hilarious because the sheep just running out and you just see this little 4 to 6 year old kid just bouncing and it's like tilting over to the side. Yeah, and then poof, and it just like land in the sand. Sheep takes off, but it's cute. It's cute and worrisome. I haven't seen any injuries off of it that I've been there, but they're like wearing like these football style kind of helmets and stuff, and these padded vests. So they kind of have the kid all, pampered up, looking like the kid from A Christmas Story in this little. But yeah,
it's out there though. Those kids are tougher than you or I.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm sure.
Those kids are tough.
Hell yeah! You look at their parents too, man. Everybody. They're just a big tough family there. All right, but yeah, let me jump into the gameplay. What we were talking about, and which made me jump into and start getting into this whole show, was this past event. The big one that everybody, when we're talking about gameplay side of it, is this second run of the Death Scourge event. So I did my second run. I haven't really tried hard off of it yet to try to see how far I can go with it. But like you were saying, Darth, it is one of the easier ones. So what your suggestion was, if you have your tunes leveled up, it's just using all the Scourges and just leaving the health ones alone, right? Like these serum.
Yeah, that's how I did it on my first run.
Okay.
On the first pass through the event.
Yeah, and you look at these scores. 3.3.
That's it. You would get in the top 50 with that score.
Oh, what, the 1.4 on my side?
No. With your if you did what I said, if you completed 8 with everything but the health Scourges.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, to figure out, but I know this is where I'm at with my character shards. So I'm trying to shoot. I haven't done math yet. I'm not quick at doing math, but I think I need to get somewhere around 370.
Yep, top 1,000. That's what you have to get.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That's doable.
Yeah, hopefully. But Anyways, but yeah, I'll see. For you, Dell. I mean, what are you shooting for as far as rankings?
We're top 1,000, so make sure I get that 7-star.
Same thing. Okay. And of course, you were more in a comfortable seat, right? You just needed. What did you need to hit, Darth?
I needed 35 shards, so I needed to hit like 500,000 points or less to get 7-star.
Okay.
I ran a 2 million point run just for fun though, because this is I think this is probably the easiest of our scourges.
Yeah.
It's either this one or the war scourge that is most friendly to me and my roster anyway.
Yeah. No, I would agree. I mean, it is a fun one. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on. Only, one day, 7 hours from today's recording is what's left on that. So I definitely jump into it and get a little bit more aggressive. And I think I am gonna definitely go off of your advice and start clicking away and adding some more scourges because I just kind of clicked off just to get myself into the milestone rewards. That's all I wanted to unlock first. But now I need to definitely shoot for the rankings. But on the other events that kind of dropped, this was the interesting one, the He Who Remains. And it's just a lot of opinions are out there. And I haven't really followed up into the rabbit hole as far as like really getting a good post as far as frustrations out of it or not. But for you, Dale, I'll jump over to you. I mean, what's your thoughts about the opinion? I mean, is this something that I mean, do you have any feelings towards it? I mean, do you like it? Are you chasing any scores? I mean, how are you taking this event into stride?
I mean, I'm putting as much as I can, but it's a shit event. I got the almighty 6-drop for one of the orbs
Oh,
instead of two.
A 50 drop, great job.
50.
That's 3 orbs worth, bro.
It's and the problem is with these blitz events is if you look at the people who do the math, is they keep on making them worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like the Agrifood event was bad, but now the odds are even worse.
So what you're talking about is drop rate, right? Now,
Yeah.
what's it been? Have you paid attention to kind of see what's been your best? We'll just kind of play with it. Hopefully, I won't get a win off
Single
of this
drop.
one. Yeah, well, we're talking about these right here. So it usually
Yeah,
averages about to 15 to 30 for these frags.
Yeah, and 15 is the lowest it's ever been. That's what they're saying.
I've had 15s. I get a lot of 30s. I feel like 90% of the time I pull a 30.
Yeah, about the same. I've seen
Well,
1 2000.
Oh, you hit a 2000. Nice.
I have two. That's what I was about to say. You know what's kind of shitty about it though?
You guys, no.
I got a 2,000 drop. I got 1,000 drop, and I've gotten a 500 here and there sporadically. But where I got my most success was in between shows at the rodeo. I fucking started blitzing, and that's where I got my fucking drop. So it pays to play when you're with your family, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of shitty. I mean, I did that in between a little bit. I mean, I had some downtime, and I was like, oh, there's my wife in the background. She said rude.
Outed yourself, bro.
Ah,
Done.
no, I
Finished.
thought she, but they didn't
Mookie out.
see. But I dropped the orb, so hey, I did that, and anyways, but it was just weird. Like I guess the point off of all of that is that if you don't care, I mean, you have to kind of go aggressive. Like for me, this is an important character, right? And this is
Right.
just one of the things that you're kind of, I hate to say forced to do, but forced to stay competitive to take advantage of the event that you got to do.
Yeah.
Right, and so yeah, it's sucky, but the point of it, what you're making down 100%, I'm kind of stealing away your torch there, but that kind of style of playing and stuff like that, and then the rewards in return for what you're getting as far as 15 to 30 fragments suck. You jump into the supplies, right? You kind of take a look at, like all that hard work maybe gets you one orb for the
Yeah.
day, or something like it feels like.
Oh, you get almost an, or you get at least an orb a rotation.
Yeah.
Now come on,
Yeah, okay, my
you get
bad.
at least an orb a rotation, which if you're doing them all is 8 orbs a day, which is it's a whopping 16 shards, bro.
There you go. Okay, you hit the math perfectly. Yes. So what I've been
Oh,
doing is funny. Like I don't open these until I get to 5, between the 5 to 7 range. Like you said, you're right. I
Want
get
10 shards at a time, Mookie says.
exactly.
I
Yes,
tried.
there you go. I feel
I tried
better
way
coming
to
away from
10,
it with
but
10. Oh my
the
god.
other really shitty part is you're only getting 10 shards from the milestones.
Oh yeah, it's weak.
Yeah, let's talk about
It's
that.
so bad.
Oh wait, yeah, I gotta get to that because I don't even, yeah, and because it's such a joke, as you could tell, like I don't even know what I'm targeting. I know I have to play aggressive, and I'm just whatever happens, happens.
25. You got to target 25 because 25 is where your monthly event is. So you'll get that,
Fortunately,
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
fortunately, I
okay.
want to get higher than that because I want those, um, the TO Quantum or whatever that thing's called, because I need them for Dazzler.
This,
So
Yeah,
you're shooting for like 30 and 34, huh?
yeah. I'm shooting this. So I'm blitzing as much as I can. I missed some last night because we went to go see Ant-Man last night.
ooh,
But
You know, if you're going to play your game any place, playing it during the Ant-Man movie Kang is totally appropriate.
except I would have been slapped by my fiance, so that's not a good idea.
Just explain to her like I just explained to you. Look what I'm doing. It matches the movie.
yeah. Well, hey, how was the movie, by the way?
I enjoyed it a lot. I saw a lot of negativity about it beforehand, but I'm a big fan of all the Ant-Man movies,
Mm,
and it was a third Ant-Man movie. It was what it was advertised as. There was a few things I would have liked to be in there, but I thought it was really well done.
okay. Yeah, I need to check it out. I forgot about
Like,
it. Last night I was rewatching the Wakanda Forever one on Disney Plus.
Nice.
So when we came back from the rodeo, just kind of downtime. Wife resting her feet from wearing boots. I'm not that full country guy. So hope y'all know that. I'm city. People will probably think I'm from like California or something, like Southern Cal. But anyways, I
You
need
know what I
so
do like about the event here? If
mm,
you do get down to the end, they totally know what you're out of. At least it looks like. Do you see all those focus catalysts?
yeah.
That's like, God, how do you have 1,500? That's insane.
I
You always
farm
have
that.
so many of the resources I am out of.
This is my trick. I listen to you. I listen to Mobile Gamer. Anybody that I hear, they were like, "Damn, I got a shortage of this. I got a shortage," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess I got to start farming that." So I've been farming it, even though I haven't used it. I just farm it because I know eventually I'm going to be in the same seat as you guys. So that's what I do.
Smart.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just like they put the carrot right over here, right? They're like, come on, guys, let's push harder. Which leads me to question here, because I noticed, like, I was telling Darth before the show, before you jumped in, Dell, that I don't even look at the store anymore. Like, I just have zero interest in regards to that. I think when I saw the pricing and the value that you're getting off of the whole Kang release, it really kind of dampened my spirits as far as even being slightly interested into like the $5 or less stuff.
yeah, I mean that's what's really good. I generally don't spend. I'm done buying the passes unless I really need cores. I'll buy the one that gives 1,000 cores, and that's not a bad deal.
Like, well, yep, good idea.
But yeah, I'm done buying the passes, especially now because what I was saying months ago is that was slippery slope. They would put two in 1 month, and now every month there's two.
Yeah,
So
because
I feel if you don't buy it, you get more value off it since they doubled it.
yeah, that's
So
the nice
that's
part.
where I'm at. So that's why I don't buy it. Now they've given me more value to not buy it.
yeah, I guess, but my main question is this, on the daily freebies, because I already collected it, so I don't have it here. But there's that one pop-up offer that happens when you collect one of the King freebies, the dailies, and then it comes into that $4 offer for like another orb or half of orb. I don't even remember what it is because again, I'm not really paying attention. But like, have y'all kind of been slightly interested in that? Because I think those would be good buys for the event. Because I guess that's what I'm wondering. Because I know you're chasing down that 34 milestone area.
Yeah, I've never been really enticed by them.
Those pop-ups, no.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The
Anyway, I
first
was.
time I saw it, I was oh, and then I realized, oh, it's not a good offer. You see a large number, but that large number doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drop in the pan of what you need.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, going back to all of that, so passive in. I mean, it's weird. I'm hearing a lot of side stuff in regards to like some people just waiting for Apocalypse to come through, and then they're gonna start playing because just to send general direction, and you kind of hit on it, Darth. Is that like I think everybody just feels like because of how this is rolling out, which is something that we should be excited about as far as gameplay and character goes with Kang, the side offers and the release method of trying to even get him and to use him to play is bad. And then, of course, to round out the real big points, I guess one I'll just kind of conclude off of it is when you're going to be doing a Cosmic Crucible. And we'll have a second. I guess we'll probably carry over this chat, a conversation about Kang when we break down Cosmic Crucible on the second part of our show. But that's where you're going to really jump on. But look at that. I mean, the ones that are being able to unlock them at G or has them at G, gear tier 17, get 2,000
That's
points.
ridiculous.
That's a big jump, right? It is like
Huge jump.
800, 2,000 points for using them at G. Well, and here I am bitching about stuff, but I know the importance again. I just got lucky with him. And I guess because I got lucky, I went off and, I mean, Master of Evil, I've been very, very, very lucky with drops. And to kind of show them where I have them at. Yeah, I already got them at the 16,
Wow.
and I just got lucky. I mean, I shared some screenshots over to Darth when Titania dropped, and I got her orbs, which are ridiculous drops on those orbs from her initial release.
Yep. You
So,
got like 360 shards off of 8 orbs.
yeah.
It
So,
was it was amazing.
so I got her already that far up.
I honestly, so far, I feel like she's the MVP of the team.
She's
You
great.
need her. She's the most necessary because she's so
Yeah.
fast and comes out with that ability block. Like without that, the team doesn't function.
Yeah, she is, and
Yeah.
I'll show you some gameplay because yeah, she's plug in play with any other characters out there on Cosmic Crucible. I mean, to what you're making, she's that important where you can throw her with some other beefy people with your Dooms and your Dorms to go ahead and counter some other teams. It's crazy. But anyways, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so that's kind of what's all going on. Definitely, make sure you're paying attention to this Death Saga, the Scourge. Get that closed up as soon as possible. Get the characters, because as we transition, I'm gonna jump into the blog post here. So here's Benny Westside's breakdown of what's going on here with this coming week and the Death Saga right off the bat. Monday, this is when you can jump into the the saga events, the epic saga. So I'm kind of curious about that. I guess is there a costume behind his? Well, I guess it's when you get him like fully unlocked. But it's more about the traits, right? Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Like when you get some additional T4s or something on his passive. I haven't even paid attention to his passive unlock.
You get a costume, but you have to clear the hardest difficulty where you need them all for gear 17.
Yeah. And I'm jumping back into the game. Yeah, so I can't even jump and get a preview of it. But normally, like with these horsemen, there's also like a trait that unlocks eventually. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking of in my head. So it's gonna be good. I'm excited for that. So you said, Darth, you ready at 7 red. Dell and I are shooting to try to get that 7th red.
Yellow.
Yeah, and hopefully
Yellow.
we can get there. But
Yeah.
Yes.
YOLO. Yeah.
I don't have the damn dark promotion credits to get anybody else to 7 red on the horseman teams.
Yeah, no, there's so much to talk about them. I mean, they're definitely a fun team. But yeah, so that's going on Monday. Later at the reset, you'll start being able to jump into there. And then, but the big news, I mean, part of this blog post is kind of correlates to the strike time video that they had. And did you watch that, Dale?
Yeah, I was watching Dorky Dad watch it.
Okay.
It
And
was quite entertaining. He was raging a lot.
I figured he would. I honestly, because when I was watching, I didn't watch it live, but I watched it when I was leaving to work, when I was going back home.
Mhm.
And so I'm just trying to find my stuff here. But anyways, I'm guessing here, but like, was he raging when the developer was talking, or what part was he raging about?
Bits and pieces here. He mostly raged at the blog post because the blog post is absolute crap. It's horrible. It's a horrible anniversary event. Unless there's more to it. It's great for newer players.
Okay. Yeah, so let's talk about it because I was looking at it here. And there's different ways. I guess I'll go back on the strike time. So on the strike time, just to summarize it, I mean, it's more of an interview within the developers, and it's just them just kind of reminiscing about just their time within the 5 years and the whole gameplay and just like what they've been doing behind the scenes and how this particular outfit right here that you're looking at with Kestrel is like all these anniversary milestones for the game. They're gonna have these feature costumes where it has like that gold emblem, just like Fury did when he came out. I guess with the 2 year anniversary, maybe or 3 year, I can't remember. But Fury has that one specific costume, and Kestro's gonna have it now.
It should have been that. It should have been the third year because last year was Black Bolt and this year will be Kestrel.
Okay, so I guess every year maybe they're doing something like that now moving
Yeah.
forward. But what's interesting within the strike time that I kind of appreciated a little bit, and it kind of gets back to what you're talking about with Dorky Dad, but I actually kind of applauded that they're gonna and it was funny because we talked about it last week. They're gonna go ahead and re-release a lot of the campaign events, and they kind of broke down about certain ones like with Minerva, some other characters, but it was funny. They kept talking about like Rocket and Groot, and some of those stuff. So they're kind of going back, and that's the whole theme. It's like memory lane. They're going back, and they're going to go ahead and start releasing a lot of that stuff. So with this particular week coming up, what they have over here, I guess on Thursday, I believe it's all coming out. It's the first one that they have. And I can't even remember which one, but then it kind of leads into where Dorky Dad's at. Like it's insignificant to those that are, I don't know, I hate using that term meta. I don't feel like I'm meta, but those that I have already, got their team, like for the more experienced or veteran players, I would say, that already have all these characters unlocked, it's meaningless for us. But for the
Yep.
newbies, it hits them. So I'm okay with it. I don't. For me, it gets a break of chasing. For me personally, now I'm like, all right, cool. I can kind of just go within the usual game style. I don't have to chase any of these milestones and that's probably what Dorky Dad's looking at. There's nothing really worth chasing. There's like death pool shards and stuff like that, right? Like when you hit 36 milestone, I know you can't. It's pretty small on the picture, but yeah. So I see that side of it, but I'm not bitter about it because again, I'm not that player there, and he's more in that crazy competitive alliances and stuff like that. So they kind of see the lens differently. And of course, there's leaderboards. And even when you look at the leaderboards behind that too, really what the only benefit off of it if you're playing that aggressively, and this is where I can see, again, I can kind of understand where he's frustrated. If you're going real aggressive and you have your team leveled up a certain way, your leaderboard, what you're chasing is the T2 level 5 ions when you're ranked up like 10 and up or 1% and up. And then those that were casually playing, or I shouldn't say casual, but like I'm talking for myself, casually playing, I'll probably land within the 3 to 10%, but that will give me my level 4 ions after this whole event concludes. But again, like if he's chasing those heavy guys that are chasing the level T, the level 5 ions there, they're looking at it like, well, hell, I'm not getting anything rewarded on the actual milestone. I'm getting like death pool shards and spider weaver stuff. And so anyways, I see the saltiness a little bit there, but again, it's not always for you, right? I mean, there's a broader audience out there for people that are trying to play the game, and you're still trying to keep the new people. Because as I was just saying earlier, there is those that just want to play Apocalypse, get him, and leave. And then that leaves room for the newbies to come through, and this is helping out some newbies. So, I don't know. And then, and let me go back to it. But that's kind of what overall what the Strike Time video is about. They kind of, sorry, I'm transitioning back. But the real summary of it all, to keep it short, is that the monthly milestone is all about that. It's a monthly, there's not a feature character at all that's happening. It's just more about just random rewards and milestones. So they're going to break it up by like 5. I think here it is. They have 5 main milestone events, 4 quick rumbles, and 4 charging station milestones. I didn't understand what the charging station meant, but anyways, it's just a different milestone event. And so when we jump back, the first one that starts up again is going to be the memory lane, and it's about where is it at? Deadpool, which I was just kind of talking about. So it is 5 big milestones, 4 quick rumble blitzes, 4 charging station. Memory lane will have shards for Kestrel, Deathpool, and Spider Weaver, along with other resources. So that's on Thursday. And then they also have this 5-day event where you're going to see the Return of Psylocke event campaign. So there it is, where they're going back to some other older characters. So they're bringing out the Psylocke event campaign. And you're going to progress by opening gold orbs, spending campaign energy, and spending Psylocke campaign energy. So save your gold orbs and energy refreshers and power cores. But again, this is my sentiment. You know, like if I'm not chasing this particular character, nor do I, if I'm like on the side of Dorky Dad, that just means I get to save my orbs finally, right? I mean, I have to get that resources going again and stuff, and that's kind of my perspective off of it. Is that at least I don't have to go hard. I don't need to chase these type of events because it doesn't fit me personally. It may fit somebody else. Let them have a shot at it. I can take a break. So, and there's a quick rumble with the A-Force team being the featured team. Chaos Theory is going to be coming back with the Wakandans. And then here's that charging station here on Sunday, which is it's going to replace Coordinated Assault for March. I didn't even know. I didn't even read it that way. Did you hear that, Darth? Charging stations will replace Coordinated Assault for March. So no coordinated.
Well, let's see what charging stations are. What are they going to be? An even harder coordinated assault? Is it going to be, do we need 300,000 points on ISO energy?
I don't know. Let me read it. I'm honestly, I don't know.
I hate it so much.
But I get it. I get your feeling off it. It says it's going to be a 5-day event where we progress by earning power cores. So we got to earn power cores. Save the arena payouts starting Sunday. So I kind of saw somewhere last week about saving the cores. So I'm starting to go more aggressive in arena. We'll jump into that in a second. But yeah, so save those payouts under the arena. So on Sunday, shit, is that already today? It says starting Sunday. Oh, start saving on Sunday. And hold claiming other milestones or strike/mojo pass progress that reward the power cores. There is a limit. The limit is 2440 power cores over 5 days. Veteran players will be fine saving for just a few days. All right.
It's too bad that there's a limit on that. It's just silly.
Yeah, because they saw what you did, Darth. I wonder if this is a team event. Like, honestly, I don't know what the full breakdown is. If this is individual based or if this is alliance based. I don't know. So that's a good.
I think coordinated assault is probably alliance based.
Yeah, that's what I would assume too, which will suck because for someone like you or I that are trying to push up those, that aren't able to go into the gameplay or maybe not saving cores this way.
Right.
Now we're limited. We can't push them. We can't carry them.
Help.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
Yep, they want you to buy those core offers.
Damn right they do.
So we'll see.
Give me 20,000 cores for $10. Make a fuck up on that.
Yeah. But what I want to end our first show with is because it's talking about the arena, and it kind of is a good segue, and it was a good reminder for me in regards to something I wanted to do here with specifically with you, Darth, because my ranking's dropping. So where are you sitting within your arena rank right now, Darth?
20, 25, somewhere like that. I had a rough week, so it's hard. I didn't get in very many arena battles, so I dropped a little bit. But if I have a good week, usually I'm a top 10, top 20.
Okay, and I'm trying to stay within the top 10 right now. How about for you, Dell?
Normally end up around 15. I haven't looked this morning. Sometimes I get pushed down to past 20.
Well, I wanted to kind of close it off because, I mean, nothing's really changed. When Kang came out, it's mainly offensive. Those that put him on defense, it's not really helping them. So I've been seeing the same setups here on defense. So that's what I wanted to kind of bring up here. At least share what I'm staring at right now with you guys, and you can let me know if it's the same or not for you. But usually the one that kind of gives me a little bit trouble is this setup here within the combo, the Tango Web with Weaver, 2099, and Emma, because of the speed manipulation that goes on with that setup. And it feels like a coin flip, even when I throw in like Hela to try to counter this particular team.
It feels like a coin flip. It never feels like a coin flip when I throw Hela in against that team.
No? Okay.
I use when I face that team that's in 12, I use the exact same team, except for I substitute Emma with Hela.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot then. All right. So there's been some other matchups where I throw Kang over here now. But what you're saying is I could throw in Hela?
And then,
what team? Well, hold on. Let's look at it. So what overall? You said it's the same team with the 2099?
it's that team right there. That team right there I would use.
This one right here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look. And I'm bringing this up that way for anyone that happens to catch our show. Really, the biggest tip I'm showing is that we saw that event coming through that's replacing coordinated assault. I would highly recommend to try to be more aggressive on your arena. Not only helps you personally with your whatever you want to start coring towards, but it's going to
Unless
help
you're
out.
in my shard. Take some time off if you're in my shard. They went first, rewound the turn meter. Now your 2099 will go. I would mark Spider Weaver. That's usually how I do it.
Yeah, just hoping that the vulnerable lands.
Yeah, the vulnerable will land. That's not resistible, I don't think. And then, what the? Why the fuck did she go first?
See, there we go. See, this is my trouble. This is what I'm saying. The coin flip.
That's
What's
happened
broken
to
on
me
your?
that happened to me sometimes, and I don't understand why. 'Cause when you have Hella there, you should be going first.
Something with Emma does that to me, dude. I don't know. Every time when that combination, the three of them, mainly 2099 and Emma, this is what I run into. So now it's like, okay, I'm gonna miss, but I got to put the charges up for
Right,
Dawn.
and you're gonna hit a
Yeah. So it is a
because she stunned your. It's over because she stunned your Spider Weaver because of all the choices that she could have made. She chose Spider Weaver.
oh yeah. Anyways, so this is all.
Oh, that's what happened. That has never happened to me before. Did your Spider Weaver caught the slow and that affected it that much?
I don't know. All right.
That's
Well, this
crazy.
one, there's nothing I can spread. Let
No,
me
you don't
see.
even want to spread because you're just gonna give her. I wouldn't have even attacked her because you're gonna give her turn meter.
Well,
But
I
that's
didn't.
okay. Is your and then he's stunned. You might be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so, dude. It's over. That's so weird. That sucks, man.
But
That has
normally,
never
normally, not to scare
happened to
those
me
away that are
before.
watching this, but normally your Weaver would still go first and then you stun her, and then that's how you kind of do the whole battle, right? Okay. I mean, I get
I
the
would.
concept behind it. Yeah, I'm dead.
I don't
But
understand.
that
I'm
one,
thoroughly confused.
that's the trouble I run into. So my
Yeah, I've
point,
seen it happen before to me, and I'm always confused. What I've heard that shouldn't happen.
yeah,
I don't know what it is that causes it.
yeah. But so
Weird.
on the flip side of it, maybe that should be the defense you want to set up if you want to protect your rankings. I mean that one is truthfully that's the defense that makes my butt itch, as you just saw, and I'm just like, so
I generally,
I tend to avoid them, and then I go over here just to make my life easy, save my battles appropriately. I avoid it personally because of that situation. So I've been going after something over here like on 10, and then I just do that speed. I'll use 2099 to go ahead and start going first. So like if I don't have my roster up here, but it would have been the Eternals is what I would throw in on this one. But we'll leave it at that. I'm gonna stop recording. But I mean, definitely pay attention to the arenas. Go ahead and start, collecting on your power cores there for that next Sunday event, and definitely, be excited for Apocalypse. He's on the horizon even more so with Archangel Saga coming through. So good luck on your runs on that, and I guess enjoy Memory Lane. That sounds to be the theme of it all. So that's all going to be starting to kick off as well. So we'll continue to get some other milestones, reliving the past campaign events. So have fun with everything. We'll be back next Sunday for another episode to kind of break down everything and where we're at on stuff. But yeah, take it easy. Those on Twitch, stay tuned. We'll jump into Cosmic Crucible and kind of see where we're at together amongst the trio of us. And but again, yeah, take it easy, YouTubers. Bye bye.